Hey, good morning for me, but whenever you watch this, it'll be a great day for us. Hey, listen, I want to come with you with some great positive information. Of course, my name is Mr. Positive. Hey, I have a channel here, and you can always subscribe to it whenever you want to. It's at Walking Success 16, and in this video, I want to share with you some benefits of having a positive attitude. Positive energy. Again, you might see my shorts. If you haven't, like attracts like. So you have to keep that positivity. But listen to the benefits of this thing, okay? It says longer lifespan. Hey, how about that, right? Being positive gives you a longer lifespan, right? Better physical health. Hey, I feel like I'm getting pretty healthy myself. You know, you can solve problems better. I think that is something too that we as people really need, because if we have a situation, we need to be able to come up with a solution, right? I'm a solution freak. I always try to solve people's problems a lot of times because I already know I'm in the best energy to do it. And it's much easier for me because sometimes people be in their turmoil. They don't know what they do. So I help them out. But anyway, it increases productivity. It betters your lifespan of how you deal with things. I love it. Gives you creativity, gives you energy. Hey, does being happy does give me a great deal of energy. I know this. Less depressed. Hey, I can't even imagine having depressed because I only tried that kind of energy. So, reduce stress. Stress management, of course, in the event I'm facing any kind of adversity, I don't even see it the same way having a positive attitude. I see it differently. I see it like, hey, this too shall pass, or I would say, hey, it might not work out right now, but all things work for the good for those who belong to God, right? And then, of course, I go on and on into the things that I know that will help me in my embetterment to solve the issue or even let the time solve it. Sometimes time solves most of our problems, but because we get so impatient, we want them things to be solved right away. So the object is to allow a little time, allow a little patience, and see if that doesn't work out for you. Don't have to rush anything. One of my professors told me when I was in college to always approach life like the dripping water on a rock method, right? Right? That dripping water on a rock method hit me different. So the water drips on a rock and it's just a drip. It doesn't do much, right? But it's the consistency of that drip that determines so much. So this is something that I think would be great to understand too about having that positive energy. Listen, the object is to identify more to yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking? The emotions, what's going on. What are you feeling at that time? And that way you can better gauge how you would manage your energy. Whether you want to like disperse it out, screaming, yelling, you're losing energy when you do that. But if you just be patient, see your emotions, instead of blurting that energy out, reverse it in, deal with it. This is how you deal with your emotions. You deal with it on the inside by saying, hey, well, maybe this isn't as bad as it is. Maybe, I need to focus on this because I have somewhere to be. I have somewhere to go. And me giving any negative energy right now will only delay me from getting where I should be, where I'm meant to be, where I have purpose to be, right? That's good, right? So you can use these things to help you better deal with the problem. So this is how you get the stress management under wraps. Hey, better your relationships. I can't even tell you the insurmountable people. And even though I'm a person who's like always kind of to themselves, when I get around people, it's almost like they gravitate to me because my energy is always high, right? And personal relationships, same thing, friends, it doesn't matter what it is, because I'm seeing things and my energy is giving off like, hey, everything is great, everything is fine, I'm good, and I have enough energy to give off to you, if you're feeling, some kind of way and stuff like that. And it just makes people feel better to be around you. And then, you could possibly create a team, right? People want to work with you, build an empire, etc., etc., etc. So that is great. Greater resistance to illness. Now, I got to tell you this. I used to suffer from allergies. I used to have like this bronchitis for whatever mucus was having, this crazy thing, I was going through from like a year, whatever the case may be. But when I changed my energy and my mentality, and I got better educated, I started to realize that the most important thing about illness is having the proper mood. You don't want to be down, you don't want to be sad, and you definitely don't want to be in a situation where you're so accessible to weakness, right? Because stress makes you sick, creates illness, things in your body. I mean, listen, I'm no doctor, but I must tell you, from my own living experience, I have witnessed a better life by having a most effective positive attitude. Being positive creates an ambiance of so many things, so I love it. It helps you deal with pressure more. It helps you deal with pain too. I don't know if you guys have ever had it, but whenever I went into someone didn't want to be with me no more, or somebody didn't want to be my friend anymore, or let's say I lost a job or a contract or something happened, right? I'm like, oh man, well, what I'm gonna do, because the first thing we do as human beings is we look for the replacement of what we lost. Somebody come in and steal your last piece of chicken, and you're still hungry. Well, you're going to look for more food, Of course, that's a really pretty weak scenario, but just go with it. But, you want to find a replacement. You want to find that void. Well, try filling the void inside of you. That's what I do. I do that. I try to fill the void inside me. So, and it just say like I didn't get something. I started asking God, or I started asking myself, well, why didn't I get it? Well, I didn't get it because maybe it was not the season. I didn't get it because I got to be better prepared for it, of what I'm trying to get, My mind might want it. I might feel like I deserve it, but I might not be prepared to keep it. So being positive allows you to know the why of things, and to try to build the why of things up inside yourself. Don't try to dictate the time on what you should be. Only try to focus on the you right now, and be grateful to God of what you have, to build on the things that you can have even more. One more thing it benefits for you guys, and I want to tell you this. I don't know if you guys are believers of God. I mean, that's what I am. But in the scriptures of old, in John chapter 15, I believe it's one of those verses like 7, 8, anywhere from 6 to 10 or 12 or whatever. He talks about how it is his will for us to produce even more fruit, right? God gets great joy when we produce even more fruit. So producing more fruit is tied into positivity, right? Right thinking gets right results, right? I don't want to say wrong thinking gets wrong results, but you get it, Don't worry about the opposite attract, meaning just because you're being good to somebody, you want to make them be good to you. Just understand that when you're giving off positive energy, you're first giving off enough to yourself. So never mind how they treat you. Never mind what they say to you. Hey, you say, hey, John, how you doing? John says, lose it, beat it, kid. I don't know, something crazy. And then you're like, huh, or you, my favorite, wake up, you go out into public, you say hi, and people just totally negate the fact that you spoke. The good thing is that when you wake up, you give it all to yourself. You tell yourself all the great things. Remember that 30-minute, right? Give yourself that first 30 minutes. Fill yourself up. Hey, you just finished sleeping. you know, you're rejuvenated, fill yourself up with positive things, exercising, deep breathing, getting all the concept, right? Because oxygen is definitely needed for proper blood flow, right? So deep breaths, you know, do that, get into that motion so that you can keep yourself with positive thinking and get the proper nourishment over the course of your body. And then after that, then you go out into public. But it's notorious. It always happens every morning. Well, not every morning, but it seems to happen pretty frequently when you go out and speak to someone. And it can be even in the middle of the day or even at work. You go out to speak to someone and you'll have this unusual, like, response from people, you know, and sometimes they don't respond at all, but sometimes they do. So it doesn't matter what goes on the outside of your body. The only thing that matters is what goes on the inside of your body. You have to have a clear heart, clear mind, renewed spirit, and you do that each and every day, right? Right? Everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day. And that 24 hours determines what you're going to do and what you're going to get and what kind of investments you're going to invest in that time. So I hope that this message reach you at the most, like, effective time, because being effective is the best thing ever. I like to give a shout out, you know, to God, who gives me the strength and the power to understand positivity and to draw all my brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter your background or ethnicity, you know, to reach this positive stage, you know, because if you want to get anything from an acclimating standpoint about God, you know, if you want to get anything, you got to come to him in spirit and in truth, right? It's just that. It's not about literature, anything you read. It's not about, you know, anything that you can grab, or nobody can just come up to you and just tell you anything. You believe it. I know we want to have faith in one another, but why I tell you this is because self-love is the best love, and you have to go within so you'll never go without. I heard that somewhere. It's crazy. I love that phrase. But the one thing that you know, that inside yourself, you got what it takes to be the best you, to be the best person, to be the best producer, project manager, to be the best contractor, whatever you do in your life, you know, to be the best creator of your story. Because, hey, realistically, you're the author, you know, of your story. Though you have started as a baby, you will finish as an adult. Doesn't matter the age. So, hey, thank God for the opportunity and time that you guys have given me. Hey, please subscribe. You know, I give positive messages. I want to constantly give them. Some might have some spiritual background, and some might just have just positive messages and things for you to go out, you know, the course of your day, so that you can keep that positivity going. Remember, you all you got. Although you have my family, friends, and everything like that, you all you got. When you go to bed at night, you go to bed by yourself, even if you have a partner. Right? You go in bed by yourself because you're responsible of your body and what you put into it. So hopefully the next video, you get more and more and more accustomed to understanding that creating positivity starts with you. Hey, keep it positive. And this is a message from, well, Mr. Positive. Take care, guys. Thank you.